What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is DaviFX back again with another daily analysis video, and in this video today we're gonna be looking at US30 and gold. We seriously do have some interesting price action and something I really like. Yesterday's analysis that I did played out perfectly, but I did not take any of the trades personally, just because I was waiting for a little bit more rejection. I was waiting for a little bit confirmation. I did not get that. I did not want to force anything, so I decided to stay out. But today everything looks way better. We do have volume picking up. We do have bigger candles than before. My goal with these videos is to bring you clarity and confidence to your trading. So everything I say, everything I do here, my wish is for you to take this knowledge, take this analysis, and bring it to your own trading and strategies. Without further ado, let's jump into the charts and look at US30 and gold. Okay, so first things first, I don't know why, but today I turned on my computer, I turned on TradingView, and I do have this white border around my TradingView. As I remember, to change the colors, it was somewhere around here, but I don't know if I'm either blind or it's disappeared from here, and I don't know where to change it. But it doesn't matter, we'll keep this like that for now. Hope you can all adjust to this. And I am gonna start off back with monthly once again. I want to make everything clear, and I want to make everything logical, so people don't call me crazy or anything. So if we're looking at US30 chart, we obviously, what do we see? This is a monthly time frame. We do see that the price was very bullish for some time, and we do have a decent drop on the monthly lately. But if we compare these two, it's not even close. So let's keep that in mind. Now, if we look a little bit to the left, we do have a strong support that is right here, right? We can all agree to this. This is a monthly support, and we do see how the price was respecting on the monthly right here and right here, and this is where the price is at right now. So if we talk about probabilities, the price rejected here, the price rejected twice, and now the price is at the zone once again. So once again, if we talk about probabilities, what is the probability of it breaking through it and bouncing from it? I think the higher probability is bouncing. Let's drop down to the weekly. On the weekly, we do have some interesting stuff going on. The first thing I want to talk about is 200 exponential moving average. We do see how the price was respecting it in the past. We did break on this Corona crash, but we break back above really quickly, and this is where the price is sitting at right now, right at this 200 moving average plus this monthly support. So that is another confirmation of why I'm going to be looking for longs, where I'm going to explain later on in this video. Yes, I do understand that the price is moving down by forming lower lows and lower highs. I'm not blind, I can see that, I understand that. But the fact is that, like I just said, monthly support and 200 moving average we're sitting at. On the daily time frame, also some interesting stuff going on. Actually, I want to drop down to the 4-hour, and we do see that on the lower time frame, as the price was approaching this level right here, we started seeing long wicks, which means slowing down of momentum, where we eventually dropped to the zone. We showed even more rejection, right? So if we look at 4-hour candles, we do see that these past couple days, we did have a nice bullish upside of consecutive bullish 4-hour closures to the upside. I did share my analysis. I did share my zones where some of the zones were here, and I was looking for this, and this played out as expected, but eventually we got a decent drop at this moment. So what is gonna happen, and what am I gonna be looking for? Now, once again, I do understand that the price is very bearish on a bigger time frame, but we have approached monthly support. We approached 200 exponential moving average on the weekly time frame. We did reject on the lower time frame. We did show a bullish impulse for a couple of days, and this is the reason why I'm going to be looking for longs. Now, another thing is, I don't think you can see it here, but we did leave another gap somewhere around here. So we do have bunch of gaps that we need to fill. Now, gap here, as I remember, we do have a gap somewhere around here, and we do have a gap somewhere around here. So even though the price can continue to the downside, I really think that eventually we need to either drop, fill those gaps, check this supply, and then continue to the downside to form this lower low, or we're gonna continue higher from here, and we're gonna fill those gaps right away. And once that happens, we're gonna react. I always say don't predict, react. So once the price comes back here, we don't need to worry about this anymore. We're gonna worry about this, on how the price rejects, how the price reacts. Does it reject? Then we're gonna continue looking for shorts. Does it break below and retest? We're gonna continue looking for longs. So this is exactly what I'm gonna look at. Now, let's all of us look at the zones of where my potential entries could be. For the first zone, I want to look at 2-hour time frame. And I'm gonna explain you why am I looking at this exact demand right here. This is the demand. Now, we did have this impulse to the downside. We did create this supply. The price respected it, came up, respected the supply, dropped a little bit more, formed this double bottom, respected it here as well. Finally, we broke above, we retested, we made a higher high, higher low, higher high, and we were respecting this for a good amount of time, because this is a 2-hour time frame. So this is the zone I'm gonna be looking for. Now, I'm not gonna be looking to enter right here, because we still, at this current moment, this current second, we do still have a bearish momentum. And I would first like to see some more rejections, and one or at least one or two bullish candle closures. The perfect case scenario would be if we break back above, retest this, and this is where I'm going to be entering to go long on US30. Alright, so this is what I have for the US30. I'm not trying to overcomplicate things. I can draw some trend lines here and there, this and that. We might be, we could be stuck in this triangle. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But at this moment, I'm not taking any actions, because I like to react and not to predict. Let's look at gold. Gold is also very interesting. Once again, I'm gonna start from the monthly. Stick with me, because this is gonna be very, very important. Now, the price was moving higher. It was moving higher with a lot of momentum. We did form some type of resistance where the price came and rejected off. But now, if we look a little bit closer to some candles and some basic price action, what we will see is, first of all, the 20 exponential moving average. We can see how the price is respecting it over and over and over again. Now, we did have this retracement. We did have price forming lower lows and lower highs, but eventually it was broken, and we did have a series of higher highs and higher lows. Now, if we look at simple market structure on the monthly, we do have this lower low right here, which still has not yet been broken. So now if the price eventually comes down, breaks this low, then I would say, yeah, we're respecting this resistance. We don't want to go higher. We broke the monthly market structure. We can continue going to the downside. But at this moment, we are still bullish, especially if we look a little bit to the left. So overall bias on the monthly is bullish. On the weekly, we do have some interesting stuff to cover because we do have some important zones. So to begin with, we have this resistance. Let me mark this right on the red side. We do have this support right here. And we do have some support here at the bottom. Now, this, I'm going to delete this because it's not the current price. So we're going to focus on these two. Now, the price did come to the zone. It did reject, right? Previously, it was rejecting this support, pushed a little bit higher. Now we respected this resistance and we're back at this daily demand. Now, would I say, is it a better scenario to buy or to sell? Just by looking at the monthly price action, I would say it's a buy. Now, I am going to tell you why it's a buy, but it should be a lower risk buy. It's because every time the market, the stocks, the risk on assets drop, people take that money and put it into safe haven assets such as gold. Now this is, when the stock market was crashing, the gold was going really high because the people, the investors, started putting money into gold. Now, since I am not calling a bottom, but I am expecting a little bit higher push on the stocks for the next couple of weeks, we might see gold drop even more. I'm not saying it's gonna drop heavy, but fundamentally looking, at the things, there is still potential. Even though we have all these confirmations to the upside, there is potential that the price might drop lower on gold. So now all the technical stuff, all the technical confirmation says us we need to go long, we need to look for long positions, but just this basic fundamental knowledge tells us that we should be aware of what's going on in the other assets. Now, another interesting thing, once we look at the daily time frame on gold, we do not have a wick at the top. And just looking at, zooming out and looking at the charts, we do not see a lot of candles that doesn't have a wick on both sides. We will see some, but it's not, very often. So once again, if we're talking about probabilities, there's a high probability that at the end of the day, we are at least going to make a wick at the top, since we're still sitting at this weekly support, right? So now if we look at 4-hour time frame and we compare two different scenarios, we do have a bullish impulse and we do have a bearish control. Now, if we compare these two, which one do you think is looking like an impulse and which one is looking more like a retracement? Now, I would say this was more of an impulse and this was more of a retracement, since the volume and the candles were much, much bigger on the left when we're talking about bullish side. Now, if we pull out a Fibonacci, since we did that, we can see how nicely the price is sitting, and it's looking like it's rejecting so far the 0.618 Fibonacci retracement tool. So this is just another confirmation why we should be going for longs, but once again, don't go heavy with the risk. Now, if I were to look for entries, this is going to be my demand I'm going to be looking for. So it's like a zone on top of the zone, obvious, demand. This is what I'm going to be looking for. So honestly, I'm going to wait a little bit more. I would like to see a bullish engulfing candle. I don't want to get wicked out. I'm just going to be waiting a little bit more. Best case scenario, break above this weekly support, have a little retest, and then to go long. All right, guys, thank you for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Check for all the links, all the services in the description. This was Davi FX. It was nice meeting you. Talk to you tomorrow. Peace.